All right, listen up. I got invited to go snowboarding with a friend tomorrow, and so I'm streaming tonight because I want to go snowboarding tomorrow. So I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I am going to go snowboarding before the workshops. Uh, yeah. So yeah, we're just going to make up for it by working at night, and my wife has agreed she will take care of the kids and make it possible for me to do this. So bless you, Brooke, for being amazing. Okay, so we're going to continue from here. The next most important thing that we need to do is set up the readmes for all of these different exercises. And so we're just going to start from the very beginning, a very good place to start. And yeah, right here with Styling Web Apps. Pop this open, Styling Web Apps. Boom, there we are. You know what? I kind of feel like it would be good to have a page that is like, welcome to the workshop. That makes a lot of sense to me. And that would make sense to go right here, readme MD. Welcome to the workshop. So I'm going to write this out, and then we'll make the content itself, or we'll make it visible in the app. Let me just start centered. Centered. And then we can get this rolling. And yeah, so this is write instructions for exercises. And we'll stick that up here. This is going to take like 6 hours probably. And let it go. And then let's take a screenshot of, or not a screenshot, but get that QR code rolling here. There we go. There we go. Sweet. So, let's see. In this workshop, we're going to get to focus on. Let's see. You're going to increase your knowledge and skills with fundamental building blocks of the web by building portions of an app called Rocket Rental. Eventually we'll have, like, for more details, read this, because every workshop will have an explanation of what Rocket Rental is. But for now, which is a fictional company that connects rocket or spaceship hosts with spaceship renters for a fee. The app, like a typical, like in a typical job. Let's get Peter in here. It's the businessman. Hello, my name is Peter, the product manager. I'm here to help you get oriented and to give you your assignments for the for the day. Welcome to Rocket Rental, where space is just a click away. Sure. Today, you're going to be working on the Rocket Rental app, adding key features and fixing fixing significant bugs. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Peter, the product manager. Throughout the day, you'll learn important fundamental skills of web app development, including styling a web application, utilizing the URL for routing and navigation, sure. Loading data onto from the server and rendering it in the UI. Making data mutations in a database. Handling errors and displaying them to the user. Gracefully handling errors. In an existing. Yeah. Just as if you had been hired to work with us today. Okay. Validating user input and displaying error messages. Improving or fixing accessibility bugs, and improving our search engine optimization. It's a big job and there's lots to do, so let's get started. Okay, cool. So that is how that's going to work. I love that. I think that's a great idea to do that. All right, Peter. I do that all the time. Businessman. Here we go. All right. Actually, no. Peter only shows up when it's like, okay, here's this page is for the background information. Should we start with use cases? I always, in my Epic React, we start with title, background information, exercise, like use case. And that's kind of how I was envisioning this. This would be where the background information goes, which is basically a blog post talking about the general use cases for this stuff. But now I'm starting to wonder if it's better to talk about the use case first. I like the specific use case. I'm kind of thinking no. I'm feeling a sneeze coming on. I think we're okay. Okay. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These are the foundational technologies upon which everything else on the web is based. They work together to create the excellent user experiences our users expect on in web applications in 20 or yeah, I don't want to date this. This statement will be true many years in the future. To get CSS on loaded into your web application, it occurs to me it kind of would make sense to talk about how you get JavaScript on the page, but where does the line draw? We are going to talk about that eventually in EpicWeb, but yeah, today we're just talking about styling. Okay. To get CSS loaded into your application, there are a few options, but the primary the primary option and the one which browsers have optimized you know what, we're going to just say the best is to load a CSS file or a style sheet file in a .css file extension via a special HTML tag called link. Yeah, sure, let's make an example. Boom. Man, I love Copilot. The link tag, no, that's not what I want to say, is a element that tells the browser, no, that's not what it is. Okay, fine, mdn.io/link. Relationship between the document and an external resource. Yes. That establishes a relationship between the HTML document and an external resource. Thank you, Copilot. You can plagiarize better than I can. In this case, the rel attribute is set to style sheet, and the href. This tells the browser to load the CSS from the styles CSS file, which presumably the same server that served the HTML document is prepared to serve. Here, let's word that differently. Presumably the same server that served the HTML prepared to serve the CSS file as well. Yep, there we go. But we'll be focusing on style sheets for now. Okay, there you go. That's the web portion of this. The web. The Remix implementation. I want to make it here's the web principle, and here's how you take advantage of that principle using Remix. In Remix. Remix embraces the web platform API for loading style sheets by exposing a special convention for routes to define link elements that should be on the page when the route is active. We'll talk about routing in the next exercise, but it's important to understand for now that each file in the routes directory of a Remix app is a route which can define a set of link elements. Here's an example of what that convention looks like. File name, app, root, tsx. Also, you should know that the app root tsx file is the root route of your application and will be rendered for every for every on every page. Okay, great. So export. Here, let's grab the solution root here. Let's see, what's a fun what's it called? Minimal CSS milligram, I think is what it's called. Yes. Okay, getting started. Download CDN. There we go. Why are we putting these in spans? I think this is a mistake. Their syntax highlighting thing is busted. All right, Copilot, can you help me with this? There we go. Thank you. The above links the links configured above will be rendered in the head of the HTML document that is sent to the browser. Again, you can define any links you like, but we're focusing on style sheets. Okay, cool. Additionally, Remix has a couple special ways to import styles or to co-locate your CSS. Let's see. You can load. Yeah, Remix has a few ways to create these, I don't know, a special way to co-locate your CSS styles, style sheets with your routes, or within your application. If you import a file ending in .css, then Remix will handle that file in a special, here, let's do this, allowing you to import a file, import a CSS file. We'll explain these further in the exercise steps, but here are some of the built-in supported features. Import when properly configured. Okay. Specifying a default import will, copy the CSS file to your public directory, allowing you to link to the copied file. Like import style sheet URL from styles CSS. Okay. Nope, that's not at all how that would work. I think we're gonna stick that there. When properly configured, import styles.module.css will load the CSS file as a CSS module, CSS modules. And give you an object of class names you can apply. When you've loaded the special CSS file, and if a post CSS config.js file is present in your application, Remix will run your CSS. If a tailwind config if none is present, but a tailwind config.js is found, in this case, and then vanilla extract as well. Vanilla extract, let's see. That's not going to be in the Remix docs yet because it's not a released feature. I don't think there's anything. How do you do that? Styling docs. Here we go. Oh, it is documented. Sweet. You can even use vanilla extract in a .css.ts file. Let's link Tailwind and post CSS. Here, let's see. Can you help me with this? Thank you. And Tailwind. Thank you. With some regular style sheets and CSS modules sprinkled in. Remix does support typical CSS and JS libraries, but recommends Tailwind. Recommends tools that expose a CSS file for linking. It's just a better user experience. Tailwind especially is great because it allows you to the CSS file never grows very big regardless of how large your application grows. Okay, you get kind of natural code splitting because you only pay for the styles that are like you have your fixed cost of how much Tailwind code you've got, and then everything that is in the HTML document, you only pay for what HTML is loaded. So it's awesome. This is not a workshop on styling on Tailwind, so we're not going to explore it in depth. We're mostly interested in how to get style sheets in an HTML document. I think we'll put that somewhere else. Okay, cool. Let's see what this looks like. Beautiful. Start learning. Bam. Links to public files. Okay, here, let's just double check this. Yeah, we did have a couple that needed updating. You know what I need to do at some point, probably before my workshop on Wednesday. I need to record a video that like walks through how to use the workshop. Okay. Here's Peter. Yes, Peter, thank you. I don't look now, but our app looks pretty bad. There are no styles applied at all. Your job is to, we've got a font. Yeah, let's try here. Not even our font is loaded. So we want, we need you to load that font on every page in the application. Yeah, so we can have the font everywhere throughout Rocket Rental. Okay. You'll find the file in the file is here. Inline file, app, or no, public fonts. Yeah, that one, that one. And our server is able to serve it up for you as well. You just need to add the link to the document and the font should load up just fine for you. Okay. Sweet, there it is. It works. remember, check the files section at the bottom of these instructions for links that will open your editor to the right file you need to alter. My other emoji friends will be waiting there for you to guide you through this task. Okay, cool. Files, app. If you need to oh yeah, here, let's do this. Oh, shoot, yeah, we probably need to also tell them to render the links. Yep, we should do that too. Render the links element here. Yeah, this meta we should tell them to render later too. Wonder if we should just not render the meta until the end. No, we're gonna render that. You get the links component from remix run react. Okay. All right, sweet. Okie dokie. That looks good. Businessman. Manager. Sure. Phew. I know it's still doesn't look awesome, but at least we have the fonts loading properly now. Still lots to do. Good work so far, though. Should we put a dad joke in here? Maybe that's something we can do. That could be like a component that we put automatically at on the solution pages. Yeah, that'd be sweet. A little component that you can click on, and it'll give you a new dad joke. Yeah, that'd be fun. We'll do that as like a generic thing, so I don't have to do it on every one of these. It's almost break time. I'm going to take the break right now because I'm thirsty and I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Cool. So next is global links. So let's stop the app. Links for global CSS. So now they need to, import styles. All right, Peter. That's pray, huh? Peter manager. That's money. That's Marty the money bag. Just trying to find what a hotkey could be for Peter the product manager, since we're going to be doing this a lot. That's for remix. I never remember that. But I doesn't make sense for product or product manager. B, that's blushing. N, that's nothing. What do you want to say about next? Yeah, sure it does. I'm sure it does. All right, whatever. Manager. Okay, so yeah, Copilot's never going to know what I mean by these. We've got some special, what's in our app? Styles app. some one-off styles that we want used across the entire site. But we don't want to have to put that in our public directory. So could you load the app? Here, let's do inline file, files, app, styles. Man, that's really handy. File in a way that loads it globally and also ensures that every time we make a change, allows us to cache it forever, but also allows us to make changes to that file, make and deploy changes to that file whenever we need. Keep in mind that when you import a CSS file in Remix and get the style sheet URL, it will all right, let's see what that looks like. Oh, file. Sweet. You'll know. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do. Tip. Check the network tab. You'll know you got it right when you see the font.css file loaded in the app on the home page. Tip, check the network tab once you've gotten this one done, and you'll it should show you the file and with the fingerprint and URL, and you can check the cache headers as well. Those are configured in server index.ts line, I don't know what line, 19. Okay, cool. And we'll make sure that looks the way that we think it does. Reload frame. There it is. And the cache control. Dun, 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 dun. All right, stellar. You'll know you got it right when the testimonials on the home page have quotes around them. Because that's the quote class is that style sheet. And line 876. We'll see how long that stays that way. Cool. There's the quotes. Man, this is so cool. Oh, I totally forgot. You are welcome to join my Discord server and chat here. Hey there, Eric. Sorry, totally ignored ya. Anybody watching, this is where we do chat in Discord. I don't bother with moderating the chat on other platforms. Okay, cool. So that's good. Here, we'll say sweet. Yeah, all right, moving on. Hey, here, let's get the manager in here. You're doing great. Keep up the awesome work. Those testimonials. Okay, sweet. Still lots to do. Let's get to it. All right. Route specific links. So in this one, the home page. Oh man, you know what? I love this. This is so much better. I came up with Peter when I was making the bookshelf app workshop, and I kept forgetting to use him, and I added him to a couple other workshops because I thought he was pretty cool. It was kind of fun, made it more realistic. But yeah, he just is so much more effective in this because there's like actual things that we're doing in a real world app, things that a product manager would ask us to do. So that's awesome. All right. Hey again. We've got some styles that we only need applied to the home page, and we don't want them on other routes, so we can't put them in otherwise. They would be loaded on every page, and that's just a waste. The home page is on and we've got and the styles we have for it are right next to it in inline file app routes index CSS. We already configured Remix to ignore that file, or yeah, we'll talk about that later. That will be just confusing at this stage. Can you get the that CSS file to be loaded on the home page, but no, not the others? Remember, each route file can export like Okay, one second. I'm hearing some thumping upstairs. I think my kids are not behaving. I'll be right back. Actually, they were being just fine. My son was just excited about the music he was listening to and was singing along, and I guess I'm not sure what the jumping or bumping was about, but he's basically a pogo stick, so. Okay, and on that second note, if we look at this, then we can see where's the, yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. There they are. Yeah, I still need to fix that for sure. You'll know you got it when the numbers under the heading are nice and colorful. Double check that the styles aren't on the page when you're on the link to app to login. See, not there. Boom, there. That is so awesome. You can check the network tab or watch the head and where the link should be added, removed when you transition between the home page and the login page. Okay, cool. We should deep link to the right here. We probably could pretty easily. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. Thanks for the hard work here. It'll be nice to have some co-located style sheets. Have that style sheet co-located so we can make changes to it and not worry about increasing the download size of our application on every other page. It also means we don't need to worry about the style sheets CSS rules applying to any other page on the site. So feel free to make changes without huge consequences. And I've got a blog post about that. Come on, Copilot, can you autocomplete that? Why not? Thank you. That just doesn't want to do it in the middle of a link there, I guess. I don't know. I think we should render something right here that says whether you're on a solution or a problem. We update the this thing up here, but I think it would make sense to do this differently. Also, we need a new favicon. Yeah. What are you doing as web page? Is a page for web dev learning, right? Yeah, what I'm doing is I'll share you the blog post. Building Epic Web. Oh man, it's probably one word. There we go. I'm building EpicWeb.dev. It's huge. I just remembered my site is experiencing some difficulty, so I'm going to reboot it. Yeah, my site is rebooting right now. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and hopefully it works. I probably should have my logs going. Try again. I think it's up now. There we go. Cool. Yeah, there's something weird going on with these images. I do not know what happened. Yeah, it is not the images, it is this. Some minified, something stupid probably changed. I do not know what it was, or what it is that changed, but it's really annoying. Oh, well, I'll have to deal with that later. Not going to do it right now, that's for sure. Okay. We've still got work to do. We already have a bunch of CSS classes for Tailwind in the code. Let's get Tailwind working. Let's do this. Next step is going to make a really big difference. See you there. Okay. Next step is Tailwind. I was not thinking I was going to have anything to say in those, but like sometimes it actually is quite useful. So that's cool. Post CSS and Tailwind support. Dink, dink, dink. Let's see. Here, let's add this doc as well. Remix route styles doc. Remote styles, yeah. Well, yeah, asset preloads would be cool. We don't really have anything for that right now. I could see us adding stuff like that, but yeah, not right now. Hold on a second. We might be able to add something like that, like right now, maybe. Yeah, like our logo. Oh, those are the logos of the different, what's it? Yeah, that's cool. We can throw that in there with our star sparkle thing. I think that'll look awesome. That's the noise tile. Okay. I think actually we'd just do the noise tile and then we'd have our own star field thing. Yep. That's my logo. I'm trying to find SVGs that we might want to preload. Here's the SVGs. Yeah, we'll look at that later. Okay. We already have a inline file. File is at post CSS config file, which configures post CSS to use Tailwind. Yeah, thank you, Copilot. That is so rad. Can you believe that? That is so cool. Oh, this is still running. Let's go back. One of these is running. Which one is that? Exercise or step 3? There you are. Stop you. See the difference here. That looks like garbage. This looks, also like garbage. We've got to fix this. It looks amazing. Post CSS. And here's our tailwind. So with that in place, here, let's get our manager in here. And we've already got a bunch of Tailwind classes in the code. So all we need to do is add a link for the Tailwind file. Oops. App styles Tailwind, which uses the Tailwind directives. Is that what those are called? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Let's just look that up. Tailwind directive. Yep, that's what it's called. Cool. Based on our usage of the Tailwind classes. Could you please add, and we definitely want this on every page. So it's back to the, that's it. Pretty sure once you get this one, it'll be obvious that you were successful. When for this one, it'll be when you are successful. But if you're unsure, just pop open the network tab and look for the Tailwind CSS file with the fingerprint hash in the file name. And we'll add post remix post CSS docs. Remix tailwind CSS docs. Coolio. Man, that's awesome. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should have that open in new tab, but like, I don't know. I click it. Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. Back. What? Now I noticed this thing kind of jumps. I do not like that. I do not understand why that happens either. That is another. Huh. It's still giving me the built stuff. That makes sense, I suppose. Rats. There we go. Form cannot, shoot. That's what's going on there. I don't know what to do about that. Maybe. Dang it. I have an idea. What we could do is put a form elsewhere on the page. And then the inline file could be just have the form prop pointing to that form. Maybe we'll do that. I'm going to take a break and then we'll think about how we're going to do that. Man, that stinks. Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, this stinks. Yeah, how do you do that? Should I just say all of these are divs and like just say all paragraph tags are divs instead? That would be an easy way to solve it. Really easy. We'd go to our MDX thing, p div. Oh yeah, div. That's it. Solved. And then we just look at the styles there. That's kind of annoying. I guess, yeah, probably 6. I don't know. Those two literally look almost identical, except the text is not black. Just text black. Why prose headings text black? Just prose everything text black. Yeah, those are identical. If it's really narrow, yeah, they're still identical. Almost identical. It's good enough. I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Using it. You can't put a form inside a p, so we'll just use a div. If this is a problem, then render the form outside of MDX and update launch editor to reference that one instead or something. See, and now this one, it does that whole weird jump thing. This one does none of that. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to make it so that you could have a little checkbox here that auto started and stopped the apps as you go through the steps. That is not something I can do right now. So we're going to release this, and then we'll move on with our day. Oh, you know what? One other thing I'd like to do since I'm here is I want the launch editor button to be styled specially. So Tailwind child styles. I don't think we're going to do that. Okay, let's just figure out what we want these buttons to look like. Oh, right, we were going to do an icon that goes next to them. Maybe it could be styled as an after, and it would just be an SVG, like an inline SVG, like a keyboard. And their login process is, oh, hold on. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, don't want to do 1Password in front of y'all. Well, there it is. My license key. Great. Why would that happen? I'm gonna have to email them. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Copy. Let's look at our icons. There's what we do here with those. It's not the best way to do this, but it gets the job done. Keyboard. That's interesting. See what happens if we try that. Launch editor. Do I not have children defaulting? I thought I had children defaulting to the file name. Oh, that's what inline file does. All right, let's look at inline file because that's actually the only place I care about this. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, not good. Yeah, rats. Yeah, because this keyboard, can I change its size or anything? No. That's too bad. Let's try something else then. Let's try and stick this in public. And we'll put the keyboard in there. And this thing can have image, source, icons, keyboard, SVG. Well, that's too bad. Oh, it's keyboard to SVG. Cool. Okay. So there's something there. Let's stick this div in there. Class name. Flex gap 1. And see what that does. Okay, that is also interesting. This image needs class name margin 0. Now that's not getting its margin because we're getting all this nonsense on it. Man, that's annoying. Kind of want to put Can you do important on these things? Heck yeah, you can. Take that. Sucker. Okay, let's just make sure. Yeah, cool. I'm thinking this gap is too big. What if we don't do a gap? Yeah, that's sweet. And then let's do title, open in editor. Cool. Yep, that was, yeah, that's cool. I kind of think we should underline it too. Yeah, so you get this if we're going to open it in your editor, and you get this if you open a route. Yeah, there's a slight difference though, because this one will open it on the right side, and this will open it in a new tab. It's fine. But yeah, I'm loving that. That's great. Let's also just make sure. Yep. Oh, items. Center. Justify center. All right, there we go. Add keyboard icon next to inline files. Oh, we gotta add fix and swap p for div. There we go. Yeah. All right, let's see where we're at here. Oh yeah, we still need to figure out how to make it wait for the just for 200 milliseconds. You know what? That's easy. Where's this would be start and wait on app. And wait, new promise. Wait another 300 milliseconds, just in case the build output for assets isn't finished. 300 might be too much. 200 be enough. Wait for build assets to finish when starting the app. Cool. That should fix that. Okay, cool. Really happy with those changes. So, Tailwind. Manager. Whew. Did you feel that? Almost like we just got ourselves a tailwind. Things look much better now. As powerful as Tailwind is, sometimes you just want to style very specific things using some nicely scoped CSS. So we're not finished yet. All right. Writing CSS with Tailwind feels like we get the power of... I think we should stick this over here. of CSS in JS without the poor performance of runtime implementations. Because at the end of the day, it's just style sheets. Okay. Let's see here. Sometimes, as great as Tailwind is, sometimes it's necessary to use regular CSS. And while we can easily import CSS files in routes, we can't as easily manage this in non-route files like components that are used on lots of pages. We've got components like this. Check out the link to app to login. Man, that between link to app and inline file, yeah, those two components are amazing for this. This is so cool. Check out the link to app login page. Those inputs aren't supposed to look that way. We have a CSS file. They're supposed, those inputs are field components that are styled by inline file app utils form module CSS, which is a CSS modules file. Because we don't want to load this CSS file on every page, and we also don't want every component level CSS file. Let's see, we don't want to have to list every component CSS file in our route. We're going to use yet another built-in feature of Remix that allows us to tell Remix where to put global styles like this. This is called, what is it called? Remix docs CSS style sheet styling. There you are. CSS bundling. In Remix, this is called CSS bundling. Okay. Already have Remix run CSS bundle installed, so we simply need to So all that's left is to import it and list it in our inline file. Somebody asked, I only chat with people on Discord, so join the Discord if you want to chat. Okay, and you'll know it's working when the login fields on look amazing. Okay, cool. So let's get over there. There's our tailwind. I want to start this app, make sure that it actually does look like garbage. Go here. And then we go to our solution when they're done. Yeah, see, the assets didn't finish building. That's what I fixed in the latest release, which went out a couple minutes ago. So let's go ahead and do that, and boom, they do look amazing. Okay, check this out. Yay, we get the icons. Ooh, 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 ooh. And this one, the assets have built, so we can't really test it here, but maybe the routing one? I think we've done that too. So here, let's do this. We'll go to build. No, it's public build. Okay, so now I can come back to styling. Yeah, we definitely need to have a list of all the steps. Okay, here we are on solution. It's start app, and it waits for the assets. So that's cool. There we go. Now that was interesting. It seemed to do a full page refresh, which says to me that the JavaScript didn't finish load or didn't load. Here, let me just check that. Load or didn't load. Here, back it up just a bit. There we go. Yeah, see, it's disabled. That's cool. There we go. There it is. Yeah, so the JavaScript failed to load, but progressive enhancement made it work anyway, so there you go. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I gotta figure out. There's some polish that needs to happen in this app, but it's pretty dang awesome anyway. See, we got our quotes, got our fancy stuff. Yeah, that needs to have our logo. So several things need to happen still, but we are in a pretty dang good spot. Okay, cool. So let's finish up the bundling CSS bit. By writing out what this should say. So now we can not only use CSS modules, but we can also import regular style sheets and have them applied by simply importing them as side effect imports like this. import styles.css. That will bundle them up and they'll be a part of wherever we use the remix run CSS bundle package, which in typical applications will be in the root route like we did. Great work. I think actually vanilla extract. This also allows us to use vanilla extract, though we haven't configured that for this app because we don't currently have any use cases for it. Or rather, because we're happy with what we have set up currently. Okay. Yep, we've got it all. Good. Awesome job. Okay, good, good, good. Well, it is 10:23. I think that's it. Yeah, we're done. I am just really happy with the way that the things have turned out. Like, I love this. I love this. Yep, I think this is fabulous. Yep, this is so sweet. Okay. Finish instructions for exercise 1. There we go. You know, I'm probably going to regret this, but one thing I'm going to try to do is, I am going to regret this. Nope, I'm not going to try it. I was going to try setting it up locally, but I know it doesn't work, and I know it would take me a while to fix it, so we're not going to try that. We'll do that later. Tomorrow, I'm going snowboarding. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I'm working late tonight. And yeah, then tomorrow night I'll probably be working late. I may work in the afternoon, so you may see me in the afternoon. But yeah, not tomorrow morning. Bye.